It's your boy Motivational Mike, founder and CEO of Discover Greatness, and welcome to another edition of DGTV, Discover Greatness TV. And I got my main man, Coach Darry Ragland. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Good, man. Got a chance to get with this guy, man. Just a phenomenal motivator. I'm headed to 19 seasons, man. And for people who don't know you, you're just a pillar in the community, man. Who's Darry Ragland, man? Will you just give us a short spiel?
I'm still trying to find that guy. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help as many kids as I can in a positive way. Open up some doors that was opened up for me. Just giving a positive role model to the youth to build a foundation for them.
What started? I know you played football, so what got you in the coaching? Why did you want to come back and give, especially your hometown, Henderson, man?
It was funny, really. What started me to coaching was my kids. Being a decent player from the area, one of my partners, ex-players, offered me an opportunity to help out, and it kind of took off from there.
Exactly.
To be honest, it took off from there. Coach Watkins kind of brought me over to the middle school, and I helped with the receivers. And Joe Richardson comes along, and he takes over the JV program here. And I came and helped him out, and I guess some people peeping behind the doors seen, that I knew what I was doing and had some potential, and they offered me a job in 1995, and I've been rolling since '95.
Rolling, man, you're rolling. I got a chance to coach. Got a chance to play against him, man, and then got a chance to coach with him about 3 or 4 years ago. Just give the people your kind of philosophy as a coach, man. Being from Henderson, just your philosophy of helping the young men and back then when you started, and now at the time we're living in right now.
Well, it's the same. I don't think the purpose is passion. I've seen and met quite a few people through networking, and I know you understand the networking aspect. And it opens some doors to give kids some free opportunity to get free education. So now I just use football as a tool. It's not the main focus, but it's the tool that I use to keep them inspired, to get them going, because the kids want to play. But for me, those life lessons, the things that they can carry on when football is over.
Last year was your first kind of, you had been in the system, but it was like your first actual program.
Right.
And you had a pretty successful season, man. Got us at the end of the last game. You may not know the man, but it's all love, it's all family. What was your? I know you had high expectations, but what was your just drive going into last year's season?
My overall focus was to revamp the program. I really wasn't wrapped around how many wins or how many losses. I really wanted the kids to perform, and to me, it's a learning curve. Like I told you before, trying to instill the positive things that carry over. When football is over for most of these kids, that they still reach back and say, I can call Coach Rag because he will give me what I need to hear. Coach Rag is a mentor. Coach Rag is a guy that I can reach out to that is very resourceful, that will lead me in the right direction and give me some honest advice. Those are the reasons that makes me coach. And then when you get a few that go on to the next level, or that goes on even further, that's a positive. Like and when Reggie comes home, he reaches out to me. He comes here, work out. He'll come by the house to eat. So to me, that's a positive, and I'm just trying to open doors for as many kids as I can. Just building the relationship, being fundamentally sound, holding them firm to education, holding them firmer to discipline, and character carries itself.
We're here in 2018, man. You were the first coach in history in 2018 Vance kind of high school. And what does it say about just your overall just desire and grind? How did it feel?
I probably shouldn't go on air and say this, but I'm gonna say it because that's who I am. It was a blessing in disguise. But again, I think when you are structured like a fine-tooth comb, you watch yourself. Like I'm more of a critic on myself probably than most people, and you pay attention to details, but details that you can control. I got on the kids this morning about simple things, cleaning the house, having some mannerism, behaviorism, watching what you say, how you say it. A lot of times they talk because they don't care who's around them, but that's the most important thing in character. It's what you do when you don't think nobody's looking. I want good kids. I I'll never sacrifice discipline for winning a football game. You know, academic disease is what I'm gonna stand for. I'm a forerunner for education. Football is second because there's no such thing as student without athlete or scholar without ship. So, you know, for me, it's building a foundation, building a program. You know, reaching out to you, you know, giving you some of my insights so that when your kids leave you in the middle school, they come to me and there's no gap, there's no layoff. So you're going to get the same thing from Coach Rice. You're going to get it twice as hard from Coach Ragland, or in this case, in the middle with Coach Collins, because they're coming to the JV program. So for me now, it's trying to reach not the kids so much right now, the 5 year later generation. So I want to reach out to the 6th graders, 7th graders, 8th graders. I'm open to running camps that will entice kids that want to come to the high school and play. Also, I need to build a program that they can look forward to wanting to come play too. So, but you know, it's the foundation. It's the little things that makes the bigger things important. Because without the little things, there's no such thing as big ones.
That's true, man. One good thing about it, man, we just not just this interview, but we built a relationship over time.
Yes.
Saying that he was able to say, "Hey, Rice, man, I need somebody in middle school." At first, I was kind of hesitant because I mean, you know how much I love high school, but it would just say, "Man, you still can help us," and you would still open the door to come to high school.
I'm not gonna close the door, but
exactly.
see, and then for me, again, you may not see it, you may not see it then, and you really may not see it now. But that's a piece of your resume that's important. You understand what I'm saying? Because now, instead of writing on your resume, I was an assistant coach at the high school, I was a head coach at the middle school. I started my own program. You know, so that's the bigger thing. So you don't see it. You know, 3 years ago, I called you Dr. Rice for a reason.
Mm-hmm, you did. Hey, every time I see you, man, and I'm gonna get that PhD is coming. And you did what we call like a shut-in camp, man. What does that do to the overall morale of the kid, getting them focused for this 2018 season?
Well, like I told Brendan in the newspaper, the biggest thing for me with the lock-in is the focus on 3 major things. Fine-tuning what we do, making sure kids understand their role within what we do, getting everybody acclimated to each other. So there's a thing when you're coaching a kid that he comes to school, you see him at school, he goes home. But there's a total different thing when you stay with each other for 72 hours. So you really get to learn each other. You know, you really get to know what I got. Can I depend on you? Do I have confidence in you? Is there some gaps in there that I may be able to see that I can help you with, as far as, you know, standing up, talking, standing up, looking at a person when you talk to them. The other thing is discipline. That's what the lock-in is all about. Because if you're undisciplined in the classroom, you're going to hurt me on the football field. And if you're not disciplined on the football field, you're going to cost me a football game. So they all go hand in hand. If I can get you to understand the role, understand the rule, stay disciplined, football take care of itself.
Down to Durham for a scrimmage today at 5. What are you and your coaches are looking to take away from that scrimmage?
Well, you know, like I told the kids today, we practice on about 7 to 8 plays. I'm not trying to go throw the playbook at nobody. I really want the kids to see themselves. So ultimately, our inside run game is important to me. So everybody we scrimmage today, we're going to try to run the ball. I need to prove to see for myself if we can actually run the ball. That's been something that Vance County Schools together has been missing, is dominant run game. I got some big linemen, and see if we can block some people. And I got 2 pretty good running backs, and see if we can make some holes for them. Obviously, I'll throw it around a little bit, but we do a lot of 7-on-7 during the season. So right now, passing game is okay. I'm not really concerned about that. And at the end of the day, I really want to go down and perform, and we'll go against a few people, bump some heads. Execute some plays, I hope, figure out what it is we need to do to get better for Saturday, and take that away and then use it as a coaching point. And then turn around and correct the things we need to correct to go prepare for Saturday with the mindset of getting ready for next Friday when we go to France.
Yeah, and speaking of Saturday, they have a scrimmage today, and then we scrimmage Saturday morning too at 9.
9 o'clock, 9 and 12.
And then, time is moving, and then that next Friday, the first game, what is your kind of expectation for the whole entire season?
Well, like I told the kids, Northern Vance, because we're joining the school, and then I told them I don't look at Northern and Southern. Now with Vance County High School, we're one team. But I want to take a little bit from Northern, a little bit from Southern. Now we're going to put it together and set some goals. So Southern Advance last year was 6-5. Northern Advance was 2-9. 6-2 is 8. You know, that's the goal. Obviously, first season, if I go 500, I'm sitting on top of the world. If I go less than 500, I'm sitting on top of the world. You know, right now, I'm not really concerned about my wins and loss records than I am more so on how we perform and that the kids understand what we're trying to accomplish for the future. If we just so happen to win 8 games, now obviously I'm going to be ecstatic.
That would be great.
Just for the community.
Just for the community. Yeah.
But if not, right now, it's not my biggest role because there's a lot of small pieces that we still have to fix. That most people on the outside don't understand, that's never coached. I don't want to win Friday and then turn around next Friday and look bad. I want to build it so we're consistent across the board, that we can compete with anybody that we play. And you know, hopefully I'll coach a few people and we'll sneak 1 or 2 out. You know, so I don't, you know, you know how that go. But that's my main thing. You know, I told the kids I'm feeling them. I'm really starting to feel where they are. And I think they got a good feel for what we're trying to build. Now we get a chance to go today and do it against somebody else and see what it looks like.
That's great, man. Yeah. That's awesome, man. But I appreciate the time, man.
Anytime.
Hey, you heard from the best, man. You heard from the coach, the mentor, the motivator, man.
I gotta get it.
And we're excited. And I'll be there every step of the way, man. So I thank you for the interview. Hey, guys, remember, the goals of your future, where God is taking you, will have a different crowd at the finish line of those walking through today. And as always, and forever will be, today you win because today you live.